I and a friend Crop dusted a table because they made our server cry. My buddy Cameron was turning 24, and 6 of us went to his favorite Italian place on Friday night. The hostess sat us near the back, and right across from us was a table with 5 guys in gym clothes being super loud and snapping their fingers at their server. The server looked about 19 and clearly stressed. When she came to our table, she apologized for the wait, even though we'd barely sat down. We told her no rush, and she visibly relaxed. 5 minutes later, one of the guys at the other table started yelling. He wanted a beer but had no ID. The server explained she couldn't serve him without physically seeing it. He shoved his phone in her face, saying he had a photo of his license. She kept saying, "I'm sorry, but I can't accept a screenshot," and he got louder. Then his friend said, "Just put it on my tab, I'll give it to him." The server explained that was also illegal, and the restaurant could get fined. Now all 5 were going off. One said she was making up rules. Another said servers do this for bigger tips. Her face went red and her eyes watered. She said, "I'll get my manager," and practically ran off. Cameron started getting up, saying he was going to say something. His girlfriend grabbed his arm and said that would make it worse for the server. He sat back down but looked pissed. Austin next to me whispered he'd been holding in a shit since we got Taco Bell an hour ago. We'd stopped there before dinner because Cameron wanted chalupas. My stomach was gurgling too. I told Austin same here. He glanced at the bathroom, then the rude table, and got this look. He said the bathrooms passed their booth and he was walking by anyway. I immediately got it and said, "I'm coming with." Austin went first, walking along the left side of their table real slow. Seconds after he passed, one guy said, "Dude, what the hell?" Another laughed and pointed at their biggest friend, saying, "That's nasty." The big guy looked hurt and said that wasn't him. They kept clowning on him and he got actually mad. I waited, then walked past the right side. I let mine go right behind their booth, silent but deadly from all that Taco Bell. I kept walking to the bathroom where Austin was trying not to laugh. Through the door, we heard them getting louder. Austin said we should head back before we lose it. We walked out, and the table was chaos. The big guy was standing, insisting it wasn't him. 2 others were accusing someone else. One guy was literally sniffing around trying to find the source. They started shoving each other. The manager walked over. Older guy with glasses who looked exhausted. He told them to quiet down immediately or leave. One started complaining about the server refusing service for no reason. The manager stood silent, then explained the alcohol laws like they were 5. He said since someone offered to buy for someone without ID, he couldn't serve any of them alcohol because there was no way to verify who was drinking. They tried arguing, but he cut them off and said either calm down now or pay and leave. One guy threw his napkin down and said this place sucked. The manager said, "Okay, so you're leaving then." He stood there while they fumbled with wallets, arguing about who owed what. As they left, they were still bickering about whose fault the smell was. We heard them arguing all the way to the parking lot. Our server came back 15 minutes later looking completely different, smiling and joking when taking our orders. At the end, she brought out huge tiramisu and said it was on the house for being patient. Cameron said best birthday dinner ever. We left her a $50 tip and she teared up in a good way. The whole table felt like we'd actually done something right, even though we just farted near some jerks and let karma handle the rest.